want us to read it out loud?
Yep. So, Mom, Dad,
Open after moments.
Okay. I'm so afraid.
don't be afraid.
Am I gonna cry though?
Possibly.
Oh no. I already am. Dear Mom, people often talk about the indescribable love a mother has for her children, but I have found it equally as difficult to express the love that I, as your child, have for you. Knowing that you were always there when I needed you was the best. Some may say that being a stay-at-home mom is wasting your time or makes you lazy, but they fail to realize how hard it is. I guess they never had to put their kid in the car, drive him around the block, open the door and tell him to get out because he was now at his new family's home. I guess they were never so fed up that they started laughing hysterically when they looked at mashed potatoes. Just because the potatoes were white. Being a stay-at-home mom is hard, but you made it look easy. Some of my favorite memories with you are driving up to Oregon to get more hours while I had my driving permit, listening to you read the first Harry Potter book out loud, spending time with you in the DR, specifically seeing you jump off a monster cliff which embarrassed most of the guys in the group. But the thing that always makes me feel at home is your cooking. I am so grateful that you were always trying to cook new things and make me try them. Thank you for everything that you have done for me. I don't know how I will ever be able to repay you. You have always been a spiritual giant and encouraged me to be my best while never living in a glass house. You've always supported me, even when you didn't quite agree with what I was doing. I love you very much, and I look forward to trying to repay you in any small way I can. Love, Jake. You don't have to repay
Dad,
me for nothing.
read out loud after moms.
That was a sweet letter.
No, I'm not as afraid as I was.
Yeah, you're not as afraid.
Maybe I should be afraid.
I don't know.
Dear Dad, whenever anyone asks me what my favorite childhood memory is, I respond without hesitation, it is fishing. It's a testament to your kindness and selflessness since you always let me help you reel the fish in, even if it was a monster rainbow trout. I also love that you always tried to make individual time for me, whether it was going to a movie, mini golf, or just grabbing an ice cream. It was great to be able to spend one-on-one time with you. Even though you had to go to meetings all the time throughout my teenage years, you still found time to spend with me. More specifically, you found the time to go on a 50-miler to Kings Peak, where we felt like we were dying as we tried to climb the final 0.8 of a mile to the top of the peak. You ended up being overhydrated. I got hyperthermia the next night, but we ended up manning a huge fire for an entire day to prep for tinfoil dinners. Another fond memory that I have was in high school, when we would sit in the car eating Little Caesars pizza during my lunch break at school because you were just over at Davis High School. It has never necessarily been about the quantity of time, but about the quality of it. These short moments of being able to spend time with you are worth more to me than you will ever know. You've always been a good sounding board for me to bounce ideas off of, because I know that even though we think a lot alike, we still see things from a different perspective. Thank you for always working hard and showing me what true work ethic is and what a man should do in order to take care of his family. I love you. Love, Jake.
No.
This is love. Do you have to read it together?
No, I just wanted to.
Okay, I'm sure you are both wondering why I'm being so nice right now. What do you want? The thought, who are you and what have you done with our son? And how much can I pay you to keep them? Might be running through your head. Well, some people say that the youngest is always the most spoiled. We all know that it's true in our
That
family.
it isn't.
Oh, that it isn't true in our family, since Annalie is the only girl. However, when it comes to having spent the most one-on-one time with you two, I am definitely the most spoiled. From a road trip to different institutes for Dad's work, multiple trips in the DR, to having fun in New York City, we always seem to have the best adventures when at least one of us is a ways from home. So in the spirit of continuing our adventures together, I decided we should take a trip. Dad, don't worry. I've already talked to your boss. He has approved the time off with 2 conditions. 1, that you have enough days saved up, check. And 2, that you find people to cover for you while you are gone. That part is up to you, and the reason you are finding out now, so you have time to do so.
How do you know who my boss is?
Because, I mean, you work for the church, and I go to Institute, so.
Oh, no.
So you talked to Devin Thoman?
Yeah.
Oh, geez. I bet you're really confused on where we are going, but as a small payback for all the sacrifices that you have made for me over the years, I put together a 2-week trip for just a couple days after I graduate and commission in April. We will leave on April 30th and get back on May 14th. Don't worry, Dad, I asked your boss for 3 weeks so you can come to my graduation, commissioning, and then still have a few days with the family here after we get back. Okay, we're going to... Where do I look? Alaska Airlines.
To Seattle.
Where in the heck is that?
Do you know where Aberdeen is?
Iceland?
No?
No?
We connect through Iceland to Aberdeen.
I don't know where it is.
Is that on the glacier?
Scotland.
Oh my gosh.
You're kidding!
But there's only one problem. That's a one-way ticket.
What? You're gonna leave us there?
No.
Aberdeen,
Pretty sure.
London, Paris?
What?
And then we're coming home.
What?
How can you do that?
Been working my butt off.
How can...
Reykjavik. Paris to Reykjavik? That's in like Iceland, isn't it?
and then we go
To JFK.
and then back home to Salt Lake.
Why are we gonna go to Salt Lake for JFK? We're home.
Because if you still have more time afterwards to spend here with the family. So
Holy crap,
we were
son.
spending about 8 days in Scotland and Aberdeenshire, because that's the furthest back we know of where your side of the family is from.
Smarty pants, you thought you were just getting on. So he calls me and says, I'm really getting into this genealogy, you know, I want to know some of the places that our ancestors are from.
I have been planning this for months.
Holy cow.
And then we're gonna we're gonna spend about 8 days there, and then we'll go to Paris, and we're gonna spend the rest of the time there, and if we want, we'll have a car. And the furthest back that I could find on the Rappleye side is a town that's about 2 to 3 hours away. So if we want to go out there, we can, or we can just go sightseeing in Paris. So.
Okay, so
Flights.
where's the joke? Where's the
I know.
punchline?
No, flights.
Where's I'm pregnant?
The flight and the hotel and the car are all taken care of. All you have to worry about is the food.
Holy cow.
So.
I don't even know what to say.
Happy
Just
graduation.
say let's go.
Well, yeah, let's go. But he's been saying, oh yeah, we're trying to, him and his friends were trying to plan some
Trip
kind
to
of a
New York.
trip for graduation, and it's our trip. We get to go with him.
So that's gonna be the 3 of us.
So what did Dad's boss say to you? What did?
As long as he had the time saved up, which I found out he
He
does.
asked me.
And
Dad, you're gonna have enough time to come out for like graduation. Yeah, I'll be there, son. Don't worry.
and then The only other one part is that you get people to cover you. And so that's why you're finding out now. So you have time to get people to cover your
So
classes.
it's from, what was the dates on it?
We're leaving April 30th
April
and
30th.
getting back May 14th.
Can I wait, look, where are we leaving from?
April.
Salt Lake.
30th.
So we need to
Okay,
get
so-
here.
You're
Well,
coming
well, we were
here
coming in
for
for-
Oh, we're
my
coming in for
graduation.
that.
Anyway.
2 days later, we leave on the trip. So
Okay,
I graduate
we-
Friday and we leave on Sunday.
I don't even know what to say.
You have just been bumped up to favorite child. Congratulations. Rightly so. We are not topping this. Not that we are the favorites either, I'm just saying.
Middle child.
Middle child.
Hey, we're here.
Everybody's our favorite. That's
I don't know
incredible,
how
Dick.
anybody
Thank
can
you
do
so
that.
much. That's,
You're welcome.
I mean, there's no reason to repay for anything. That's amazing.
Gosh,
Thank
my
you.
kid would just write me a letter like that ever home.
That's, yeah.
Plenty.
I know. That was pretty, that's pretty awesome. Those letters